Hey guys, Rubber Tramp Renegade here. Just wanted to make another video. I've got some projects going on in the van. I have my Dometic fridge. I went over that in the last video, and I think this is where I'm going to put it. It's right here by my bed. You can see I've got my bed open right now. I was trying to figure out how to run the wires, but I think I've got it figured out. But I'm going to build a cabinet right here to put this fridge under. I got the idea from Adventure Van Man. If you don't watch his videos, be sure to check him out. He's got some pretty good videos when it comes to different setups. So check it out, Adventure Van Man. He's on YouTube. He's got a cabinet here, and he's got his fridge underneath, and then he cooks right here on the cooktop. And I think it would work out pretty good for me too. So I'm going to go ahead and try to build a cabinet and see how that works out. So. Okay guys, so I'm right here. I've got all my wood cut, and I've got everything that I need to do this job. I've got an impact drill, it's got a Phillips driver on it, so I'm just using that to screw the screws in. I've got a regular drill, and on here, I don't know if you can see that, I've got it's a countersink tool. It'll drill a pilot hole and countersink for the screws, that way everything's flush when I screw the screws in. And then for the screws, I'm just using some little screws, just wood screws. So I think the screws will hold it, but just to be sure, I'm going to use some wood glue. I used it on some of the stuff that I built in there. Some of it I didn't use, but on this project I'm going to use the wood glue. So I'm going to get here and start screwing this together. Alright guys, so I'm back around this side of the van, and I'm going to test fit the fridge into the cabinet, which I've got my fingers crossed because I measured it, and I'm hoping I measured it correctly. I measured it a few times, but it might be a little tight fit, but I didn't want it to bounce around in there. I didn't want to take up too much room of this space to get in and out of the van. I didn't want my cabinet coming too far over, so I made it as tight as I could, and I'm pretty certain it's going to fit. But let's check it out. Okay guys, so I've got the fridge in the cabinet, and I just want to show you real quick how I built it and how I thought things out before I just built something. This fridge needs ventilation, so I took that into consideration when I built this. If you'll look right here, this is not in the van how it's going to be. I just got it sitting here to show you. This side is going to vent. Probably not going to have anything on this side, maybe a bungee strap or maybe just something temporary to keep it from sliding out. But I think what I'm going to put on the bottom, the strip I'm going to put on the bottom, will keep it from falling out. I made it high enough that I can open the fridge and the lid will just rest there. I didn't make it too much higher than that because I didn't want to waste space, but it does come up. I'm probably going to put a light up here so I can see in the fridge, but then on this side, it's not pretty, but that side is going to be up against the bed. You won't ever see it, so it's functional. There's the knobs, there's controls. It might not be too easy to see in there, but I'm familiar with this by now. I'll be able to get a good handle on what the temperature is set to. On this side, this is where I just kept that open there so it'll vent out. It's not going to fall out of the van. Now when I put this in the van, it's going to be like this. But if you can see there, that is, let's see, that is hanging off that step. So I'm going to have to build a little bit of a stand here so I can move it towards the door. But I'm going to go ahead and get started on those few things, and then I will show you when I've got it fastened down. Okay, so I've got the cabinet mounted in the van, and let me show you what it looks like. Alright, so it's not really a pretty cabinet, but like I said, I'm going to dress this up with some beadboard on this side, and then the top is going to have some type of finished top, maybe a butcher block type or something, I don't know. I'm gonna have to come up with something, but I had that planned out. I wanted to put something different than just plywood. I've got 1x over there on the countertop, but I think I want to go with something different here. It looks a little different to me because I'm not used to seeing something right when I open the door, but if I had the barn doors, that would work perfect because I would just have this. So really, you know, with that closed halfway, I still have quite a bit of room here. I didn't measure it, but I think it's about 32 inches to get in and out, so it's not uncomfortable getting in and out here. I actually have something I can hang some hooks here now, maybe hang my pots and pans, things like that right there, or maybe even a little trash bag or something, I don't know, but it works. There is still a little bit of room behind here, not too much because when the door closes, it does come real close to it, but I could put some small things right there. So let me go around inside and show you in here. Inside here you can see, oh, drop the drill. I have that little piece. I put this little one by here at the bottom, and I also put one at the top. The reason I wanted it at the bottom was for keeping this from sliding out. The reason I wanted the top was for strength, because this isn't too sturdy if you just have plywood here. You want something to strengthen that up, so that makes that stronger on top. What this will also do is hide that little touch light that I want to put in here. I can put a little touch light there, turn it on, open this, that opens up all the way, and get in there, and then around this side, that's what it looks like from here. So it worked out, and I still have quite a bit more room than I thought I would. One thing I was worried about was my storage underneath, and I still have room to get my storage totes in and out, so that works out pretty good. I don't have this completely finished. My next step is going to run the cord. I have another 12-volt outlet, and I showed you in my electrical video. I have one spare fuse in there that I'm going to use for the fridge, so I'm probably going to mount that right here in this little, there's a hole in here. I'm going to put that plug under there, and the cord from the fridge will plug in over here, and then it's long enough to reach over there. I've already kind of test fit it, so things are coming along good. One more thing that's real simple. You might think it's goofy, but I don't ever throw away my coffee cans, and I use them out in the garage to put things in. And I had a couple left over, so I decided to see what was, how they'd work in the van. So let me show you what I've got. In this cabinet here, I have got a couple coffee cans. I don't have anything in them yet, but I can store stuff up there. I don't know if I showed you, it's on my blog, I know for sure, rubbertramprenegade.com. I built this little cabinet here. This top just clips out, and then this just slides down, and that hides all my wiring. I can store spare fuses and things like that inside there, but basically when I don't need to access it, I can store stuff in here and not damage my wiring. So I think that's going to work out good. I might put some spray paint on those coffee cans, make them look a little less like coffee cans, I guess. But I'm excited on how this van is turning out. It's hot here, so probably not going to be doing too much camping here within the next few weeks anyways, but towards the end of the summer when things start cooling down, probably going to get this van out. It should be ready by then. I don't know what all, let me set this camera down. Alright, so I don't know how much camping I'm going to be doing, but hopefully quite a bit more than I'm doing now, which is none. So I've got a couple places in mind around here, and then a couple hours away. My wife and I are actually talking about a couple trips, longer trips, but now I've got things coming along. I've got the fridge, I've got the toilet, and then my stove, which is going to work great on this countertop here. So really the only thing I don't have is water storage, but I've got a couple things planned out for that, so I'm excited to show you in the next few weeks what I can come up with as far as water storage and a couple other projects I've got. So thanks for watching my videos. I hope you liked this. I hope you found it informative. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave a comment, and I got a couple suggestions from some other viewers, and I think I'm gonna maybe pursue different avenues as far as cleaning up the front under the bed here. Having those storage containers showing doesn't bother me, but I think it would look better if I had something, some kind of door or curtain or something just to kind of hide that. But anyways, thank you again for watching my videos. Sorry it's been a little while since I posted one, but I should have another one up soon. Have a good one.